Hi, my name is Helmut Fla, and I'm going to talk to you about the absolute king of all brochures. I'm going to talk to you about the absolute king on how to attract more new clients or more new patients or whatever it might be. I have known about this activity for a long time and have not engaged in it. Sorry. I mean, I've known about it since probably 20 or 30 years. While I was cruising around in the hotel business around the world in 14 countries, Italy, Switzerland, name it, France, and I've known about it the last 15 years as a consultant. But once I started engaging in it, I found out a bunch of stuff which is just incredible, and I realized the mistake I made, it's better late than never. So, what is the most incredible way of actually marketing and being immortalized, literally immortalized? Creating a legend, legacy. You know, every president talks, what is his legacy? What does he leave to this world? Well, what do you leave? What do I leave? Well, whatever it is, if it's not in a book, it isn't happening. It isn't gonna to get created. Your grandchildren will not talk about much you have done if you haven't written a book. And yet, if you have written a book, they will talk about it. They will hear about it. It will be immortalized. And at the same token, while you are mortal, while you are alive, you will be superbly successful. Books are believed. Books are the best brochure you can possibly imagine. It is easy to do them. Why? Because they're ghostwritten in most cases, and you probably will ghostwrite it because you don't have the time, the energy to do it. You might be a good writer yourself, fine. Either way, most likely you will ghostwrite it. But of course, if you want to write your own, what we're good at is how to make the book a bestseller. It doesn't need to be a bestseller to be immortalized, but you better, there's a huge difference between going to the Olympic and bringing home the medal. Going to the Olympic is fantastic, as we know. Be there. You know, participate, be part of it is phenomenal. Writing a book is that. Being a bestseller is bringing home the medal. What is the only thing which would be better than bringing home the medal as a bestseller? Have 7 bestsellers like Michael Phelps has 7 gold medals. 1 every year. Why not? You get addicted to it just the way stage people, be it seminar speakers or singers, get addicted to be on stage. Trust you me. All right. Now, why is a book so phenomenal? Books are believed. From the Bible on to everything else. Books are a brochure, all right? Let me tell you a small story. I was in New York at a conference where there was 100 reporters and producers and whatever who write for magazines, produce shows for Oprah, and I wanted to get on one of those shows or magazines to write about my business consulting and a little bit about my health care philosophy of alternative health care and how to stay energetic and all that type of stuff. And I mentioned to this particular reporter how my idea is that what I observed over like 20 years cruising around the world and leading a lots of people and being led by a lots of people and consulting a lots of people and seeing doctors who are like so unenergetic that they couldn't possibly come up with a great idea. Never mind that they cannot even come up with an idea of how to overcome the everyday problem because they're getting up tired. And this is not just about doctors, about everybody, but as a consultant to dentists and doctors have, of course, seen many of those people. And I said to her that this being tired has a lot to do with nutrition and with the right nutrition and all this type of things, and it inhibits this creative thinking greatly. How can you have an idea when you wake up tired? And the lady said, I like it. Are you a doctor? I said, no. She says, but you do have references and backup and research from doctors, right? No, I said, I don't. Oh, she said, then we cannot write about it. You're not an expert. You're not an expert. We cannot write about it. You have no expert testifying for it. We cannot write about it. We are a reputable magazine. around the world, in fact. Ah, I said, okay. And then I talked a little bit that I have a book coming out. I said, okay, let's change the subject to business consulting a little bit, even though you probably don't write about it, but I have seen that every so often you have some articles in about business and overall health and stuff. And I said, oh, by the way, this concept I just told you will be in my book. Oh, she says, it will be in your book? When is the book coming out? She said. I said, well, I don't know, 2, 3 months, 4 maybe, somewhere in, around Christmas maybe. It came a little early. Actually came a little late. I wanted to have out last Christmas. But in any case, she says, oh, well, when the book comes out, let me know, call me up, we will write about it. I said, ma'am, I said, nothing changed, I'm not an expert. I'm not a doctor and no doctor is endorsing it. I just wrote about my observation. Oh, she said, it's in the book. If it's in the book, we write about it. So I said, so if it's in the book, then I qualify as an expert? Yes, she said. Oh my God. My day was made. I'm telling you, I left this particular meeting, this whole thing. I literally didn't meet with anybody anymore for hours. I went down, it was in the middle of New York. I got myself an espresso somewhere. I just sat back and I was enjoying life. Besides of pinching myself why I haven't done this 10 or 15 years ago, writing a book, I realized I am an expert about something I'm not an expert because I wrote a book. If I say it to you, it's nothing. If I write it on a piece of paper, typing it and issue it, it's nothing. If it's in a book which has a label on it, which has an ISBN number, oh my God, I am an expert. It's so easy to be an above expert. Have you ever wondered why some people get on television and on radio and in etc. with their 2 cents of opinion about something which is rather common knowledge and which you know and he actually doesn't even talk all that well about it? Sometimes, in many cases, he had a book. Look at Travis Smiley, look at Charlie Rose, look at Oprah. Many people have a book. If I can be an expert about why people are sluggish and have no idea to food and nutrition, who knows nothing about nutrition except being fed more or less the right stuff by his wife, well, what do you think how you can be an expert about anything you want in the medical field in which you're in it? And in the coming few minutes of several more videos, I will show you how you can translate that into far-stretched areas of being an expert, you know, away from you, more close, whichever way you feel, how being a book makes you the expert, makes you the genuine guy, makes you a legend, keeps the legend going to your grandchildren. I mean, nobody forgets the bestseller of a book. The book is not there to make you money. Robert Kiyosaki, in his book Poor Dad, Rich Dad, he's now making probably lots of money with the book. I agree. And he agrees. But, and he, by the way, has had one of the same gurus in how to become a bestseller than I have. That I'm studying from on how to become a bestseller and how to use a book to your advantage. But Robert Kiyosaki never intended to make the book to make money. If you're Bill Gates, and you write a book, it's an instant bestseller and you make lots and lots of money with it because you're Bill Gates. But if you're you and me, you write a book to become famous and the book is your brochure. A book costs very little to print, couple $2, $3, $1.50, depends on how big it is. All right, you can sell it to many people for that cheap of a price and very little more. You can hand it out for free to patients, to things. It is better than any business. It's a calling card, a business card. It has been called a business card and a calling card by many people. And it is way more powerful. And people will buy your book. You make a little bit of money, not a lot, by people buying it in bulk and give it away to their prospects, to their clientele, and to their employees. We're going to show you how to do that in the next videos. Okay? Make yourself immortal. Create yourself a source of income far above your practice with the book. Okay? Because of the book. All right. Go to the next videos. This is exciting.